Tuesday night, third quarter, Suns guard Devin Booker sidelined with a hamstring injury. Losing Booker certainly hurt Phoenix. They fell to the New Orleans Pelicans, who tied the series 1-1. Action returns to New Orleans tomorrow night. The Suns confirmed Booker has a mild hamstring strain, and there's no timetable to return. Shannon, Fox Bet Sportsbook still has Phoenix as a slight favorite in Game 3, even though it's in hostile territory for the Suns. Who wins the next two in New Orleans?
I know the Pelicans are going to win this one. I don't know about the next two, but I'm taking them on this one. Skip, it's really difficult in the playoffs to lose your best player. I get what Monty Williams said after the game. We played this year without Devin Booker, and we've won some games. We played without Chris Paul. But have you played this caliber of a team on a consistent basis, night in and night? No, you haven't. And so you're asking an awful lot. I want to know the guy that they're going to put on Brandon Ingram to stop him from doing what he's doing. And then you got CJ doing what he's doing. So now you lost one of your an MVP candidate, your best offensive scorer. I mean, am I going to really, can I count on Chris Paul to give me what he gave me in Game 1, Skip? I mean, all the other guys, Skip, are Chris Paul has to facilitate. He has to get Mikal Bridges shots. He has to get Jay Crowder, DeAndre Ayton. He has to sit. Book was a guy, I can go get my own. Hey, I'm good. I got this, Chris. He can motion people off. Ain't nobody else motion nobody else off. Say, I don't need no pick. I don't need no help to get my shot off. You're asking an awful lot. And the Pelicans kill him on the glass.
Kill him.
I mean, do you know how many second chance opportunities? Now, Valanciunas and B.I. and the Herb Jones, all these guys, Larry Nance Jr.
Jackson Hayes. They're starting bigs.
Over and over and over, just chance after chance after chance. You're like, damn, can we get a rebound? Nope. Because they beat you by 20 the first one, only beat you by 10 this one. Now that was in your building, which I said was a cause of concern last year when I watched them. Like, hold on. When they lost to Milwaukee, Skip, I said, hold on. They won these games, but Skip, they got killed on the glass. What happens if they don't shoot it as well? Skip, they're in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Even if Book comes back, Skip, you know how hamstrings are. The first time you, come on, it's going to grab again. His ability to get to a spot, elevate, his ability to push off and to get to where he needs to get. He's going to be dragging that leg.
He will be. Okay, the only good thing I can say is when we saw it get tweaked the other night, it didn't look that bad.
Right.
The motion of it, I think we've been showing it.
But he knew right away, Skip, because he turned around and like.
He did, but he didn't limp to the bench.
Right.
He walked to the bench. If we can see what happened on I think we're just.
He's in his bag. This one.
He's after Jackson Hayes, and he came down a little funky, and it yanked a little bit.
Yeah, he gave out that old lady in the church. Like,
maybe he's a little limpy, maybe a little stiff-legged, but I don't know. It didn't look the worst to me. Could miracles happen? Could he play Game 4? Maybe. But I'm going to doubt it.
Well, he ain't finna pull no Willis Reed when he had that pull quad, Skip. He had played like 2 minutes. Nah.
So the bottom line is, I'm sorry to say to Chris Paul, I'm afraid you're going to go home down 3-1 because this team has arrived in New Orleans right before your very eyes.
Yes.
And the painful irony for Chris Paul is it felt like this was his time to break through.
Yes.
And yet he needed it, not just his co-star. I was making a case for Devin to be MVP of this league. And Chris has been extremely valuable. You can make the case he's more valuable to that team even than Devin Booker has been. But Devin Booker has been sensational. He was sensational in that game in the first half because he had 31 by halftime. Weirdly, he hadn't taken a shot. He taken one and missed in the third quarter before he pulled. And yet, poor Chris Paul has got to be saying, why me, Lord? Why me, injury guys?
I got buzzard look.
Yeah.
If it's D-Book, normally it's him. It's his hamstring, Skip. It's his thumb.
It is. And yet, here he goes, painfully, ironically, back to where it all started for him in New Orleans, when he used to be virtually unstoppable. I mean, in that 7-game series against my Spurs back in the day, they were scared to death of him. They didn't think they could control this little 6-foot pit bull that was Chris Paul.
That was the Chris Paul that could go get you on a consistent basis, get you 25.
Easy,
night.
If not more.
Yes.
It's needed. And now he can't do that, I don't think. But now it's him or bust.
Yes.
Because DeAndre Ayton does not play 7 feet tall.
Right.
He just doesn't. He doesn't command.
Yeah, Skip, yeah.
He's not physical.
Valanciunas should not be outplaying him. I don't care what I don't care. I understand Valanciunas is a veteran, Skip, but Valanciunas should not be outplaying DeAndre Ayton. He's not as talented. He just works harder.
He's bigger. He's bulkier. He's more physical. He's nastier. He has more of a physical, mentality.
Yes, he does.
So what are you going to do, Chris? Where are you going to turn? I'm not sure.
Well, Jake,
I just got choked.
You good? You want some water? I got some water over here.
Have you drunk out of it?
I know. It's
Okay.
full thing. No.
Thank you. So I'm afraid it's 3-1 going home.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you.
You all right?
I need Diet Dew.
Oh, man, stop.
I get choked up thinking about Chris Paul.
You get choked up thinking about how Kevin Durant gonna make you out to be a liar. That's why you getting choked up.
We're not talking about Kevin Durant.
my bad.
You know, we're talking about what's left of the Phoenix Suns.
Right.
All I know
you
is
see what you
that,
said, what's left of them.
Yep. The Suns are setting
Yes.
because the Pelicans, they had to fight their way into the play-in.
Yes.
Then they had to fight their way through the play-in, and they are battle-tested. They are battle-ready. They have grown up right before your very eyes. They are a force to be reckoned with because they have the next great head coach in this league in Willie Green.
You know what, Skip? And everybody was talking. You was laughing. When they beat LeBron and them twice on
By
a Sunday.
28.
They beat, and everybody was laughing. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, key. You see what they did? You see? They legit. They legit. B.I. and CJ, they legit. With Valanciunas and those guys controlling the boards,
Yep.
yeah, they better than you thought, huh? Now all of a sudden, you ain't like, oh, I guess they are pretty good. Yeah, they are.
They are. Brandon Ingram, once upon a time, was a Laker.
Yes.
So are you good that he's not a Laker? Because you got your championship out of it, but
Right.
watch what's happening to him now. Look at his arc.
I just think the thing is, Skip, I don't know if he could have ever been what he became
Yep.
playing alongside LeBron
Yep.
and AD. He needs, Skip, sometimes you need your own team. It's okay. Now, yeah, I would love that. Hell, I would love to have B.I. and they take Kuz. But B.I., even with the blood clots with the central thing, Skip, I mean, the guy was the number 2 pick in the draft.
He was.
So obviously, everybody knew he was talented.
And Magic loved him.
Yes. So now you're getting an opportunity to see. But Skip, a lot of times when you're trying to build a championship team, there have been very few times that rookies come in and contribute to said teams. Every once in a while, you'll find a situation where you get a James Worthy. But James Worthy was the number 1 pick in the draft. They had just won the championship.
I'm not sure how that happened.
Yeah, the rules back in the day were drafted was crazy. But more times than not, Skip, what do? If you got a young, talented player, you trade him for a vet. That's what they do. You look at the Celtics, that's what they did. They had Mikael Parrish and Bird, and all they did was go get veterans. They got Tiny Archibald. They got Dennis Johnson. They want vet. The Lakers were doing the exact same thing. Yeah, they are Byron Scott, but for the most part, nah.
And these guys went and got CJ.
Yes.
So they got the kids and CJ
Right.
to make big shots from the perimeter, and all of a sudden, they're just too much to handle. I don't think Chris by himself can overcome this.
No, I don't believe so either. What's going to be interesting moving forward, you see how well they're playing CJ and B.I. Are you bringing Zion back to that mix?
Right now, it doesn't feel like he fits. In the mix,
Hey.
right? Well, if his stepdad had anything to do with it, he'd be in the starting lineup.
Well,
right now.
it seems like David Griffin has more to do with it. He's not.
That is correct. And
Guys, I could listen to you talk about the Pelicans all day. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, and Jose Alvarado, 3 rookies, all contributing big minutes. But we do need to move on because, Shannon, you mentioned KD, and I need to find out from y'all, do you think he's tarnishing his legacy with these poor performances versus Boston? That's next on Undisputed.
No mercy, no